You are entering the world of Master Shaman PaLiChee with PaLiChee Healing. We discuss here the universe, enlightened shamanism, and our world, informing the misinformed. Warmest blessings, everyone. This is Master Shaman PaLiChee. If you don't know me and have not been on the channel yet, if you are on Facebook, you know me as Master Shaman PaLiChee as well. And also PaLiChee is my other business page, which is the business, okay, for healing and connection to the highest, your highest good, and the Ascended Masters, of course. Today I have a couple things that we are going to be doing, and welcome to the show for all of you that are coming in. Type down where you are coming from. Today we have some Zodiac sign readings for Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So we're going to do those three today. So if you guys are in any of those, then you want to share this with your friends and family that are in those Zodiac signs. And if they're interested in knowing what is coming up and what they need to know right now, then come on in and join me. Type in the comments where you are coming from, where you are watching from. We also have I'm going to put this out there now. You'll see that on the screen. 763-319-8377 is the number to dial in and talk. And it doesn't even have to be a reading if you just want to kind of say something or have a comment, but of course, be appropriate and be have the right etiquette, right? Be polite. So I have somebody coming from Chicagoland as well. So warmest blessings, West Loic, coming in. If you guys are listening right now, we are going to be doing some Zodiac sign readings. Now, before I get started, okay, there is no fluff. Okay, with these readings, there's not going to be a fluff. With anything that I do, there's no fluff. It's, yes, I will speak to you in a polite manner with etiquette, but you've got to also know the deeper meanings whenever I do that reading for you, okay? And if you don't know, just say, oh, I don't know. Can you go deeper? Okay. So these are all free and complimentary to all of you guys publicly out there on whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube. If you haven't already and you don't know who I am, I'm Master Shaman PaLiChee. I am here and exist to help you channel in through the highest good for you to go on the path, to seeking the path. If you're on the spiritual journey, to seek that spiritual journey correctly with etiquette in the proper and disciplined way that you should, okay? I'm also here and existing to help those get to their highest consciousness. If you haven't gone there and you're looking for your highest consciousness, you're looking for to be in this part of you that you haven't been before and you feel a void there, this is where you need to be. This is who and where you need to be, okay? You need to be who you are and watching here, learning the shamanic aspect, learning the shamanic wisdom that is coming in. Trust me, I know how it is. I've been through deep illnesses since I was 2, multiple comas, okay? Not that I'm proud of it, but it is what it is, right? And NDEs, so near-death experiences. So if you don't know who I am, there is a book out there. I'm going to share that right now before I get into it. The book QR code is going to be on the screen here. You see the QR code, it's on the screen. You can find the book on Amazon.com. You can go out there and do that. That's also the book, I believe the link is also down in the description. And if you're on Facebook, it's also pinned on my Facebook page, all right? So if you want to pay it forward, please just go purchase the book. I'm happy if you just do just that, right? Today, we are, if you haven't already, before I get into it, go please subscribe, like, and click on that notification bell so that you'll know when I come out. Sometimes I will not announce everything and every time I come out live or do a video of some sort on the podcast. And if you are on Facebook, please go follow, share this video to whoever that needs it right now. And if you have anybody else on TikTok, any other place, Instagram, go share that there as well. Okay. So I'm going to get into it on my zodiac sign readings. If you guys are in Cancer and you guys are between the June 21st, July 22nd, Cancer babies, this is going to be for you. And then we're going to go to Leo, and then we're going to go to Virgo. And also, if you guys want to call in and just, chat with me on any questions, any situation that you have going on, I'm free and willing to do that within this public hour. Okay. So number is I'm going to put that number, actually, I forgot to do that. But you'll see that number. It's 61 or 763. Dial in number. If my moderator could also put it out there, moderator, you could put the number out there as well. I'll have you do that. The number is on the, it was on the screen. It's in different, maybe it's also, oh yes, I remember now. It's also on the description, and in the, if you're on Facebook, it's also in the post. So go and look at that, and then you can call in, and it's call in live. So we will hear you. There's nothing to hide. If you need help, say help. One of the things that is the biggest thing for humanity is to ask for help. When you need help, you need to ask for that help. Because if you don't ask for the help, help is not coming. You've got to somewhat ask for the help. And that help needs to be a genuine ask. Okay, a genuine ask. Even on the show here is a genuine ask. If my spirit guides hears you, you're asking for help, of course they're going to try to do their best in the hour to help you the most that we can. Okay? All right. I just want to share this one. Shout out to C Fane. Hello, thank you for making these videos from Fresno. Thank you so much for commenting. I appreciate the comments. My spirit team and I appreciate those who comment, those who call in and have something good to say. Now, if you have something that you want to, challenge me on, go ahead and do that too. I'm all ears open, okay? All ears open. If there's something that you feel and believe that I didn't do correctly, please call in. I'm ready and willing to talk to you too. So this is just for real, okay? For real. Cancer babies, this is going to be for you. Pulling up cards now. I'm pulling up ancient tarot cards. I call these my ancient tarot cards right here, okay? On the show here, it's Dear Master Shaman PaLiChee, if you have a question. So pulling up for my Cancer babies, okay? Cancer zodiac sign. This is going to be for you. The first off is compassion. Cancer signs. Right now, you need to have this compassion within you. I know you've been through a lot of judgments, some hardships, that is, as well. There's been some very struggling times for you, and it has not been fun for you. So I want you to go and take a slow, deep breath. And you may need to spend some time by yourself in solitude, maybe within the next day or two, to just find that refreshing energy. That refreshing energy, I'll tell you right now, gold nugget dropping in right now on the show, is that being by the self, you start to hear yourself again. You start to hear your soul again. All right? You start to hear your soul again. And that's why you need to go there. You need to be within right now, not external, but within. A couple things that I've pulled up for you. I've got the Devil card, Cancer zodiac sign. This is for you. So the Devil card is also there, and then also another card here. And it's a Five of Cups. And I'll say that yes, you have been going through some tough times, some hardships, my Cancer babies out there, Cancer zodiac sign. But it's also playing the game on you. It's telling you, are you ready for this big thing that's about to pop up in your face, or are you not? And if you're not ready, then of course, these good things might just be hidden from you. The opportunities, the things that you were hoping to come out in result or outcome may not come out exactly what you want, and they may not come out at all if you don't pass this test. And when I say it's a test, it's also realistic, but it's also a test to get you to move into the direction where you've got to go to, right? But you are hesitating. There's this deep inner hesitation inside of you, okay? And it's a fear of the unknown, really, Cancer. It's a fear of the unknown, and it's a fear of you being tied down. For all those that are Cancer, zodiac sign, opening up my ancient deck of cards right here. Ancient deck of cards for Cancer. So right now there is a need for you to just halt everything that you're doing and for you to hone in on your inner self. Your inner self wants to give you a message, okay? It's been longing to give you a message for quite some time, but it feels as though you may be ignoring the sign. You may be ignoring the message, Cancer. And we're at from a 0 to 10, you're at a +4 in trying to move up the energy levels. Move up the energy levels to positive, more positive energy, okay? Your doors is open about 40%. It needs to open about 65 and over in order for your hands and at your feet to gain and to get to the place and the thing that you want to grab hold of right now. So this is the thing, Cancer. If you don't do this, if you are like, I'm going to back up and I'm just going to not do anything right now, then of course, the thing that was supposed to come to you is going to be at a halt. And I'll say that there is also good guidance, good luck energy, this juju chi energy, right? I always say this on Freeing Fridays, juju chi. What does juju chi mean? It means good luck, and then chi is energy, like the chi. Like if you guys know Reiki, that's the Japanese word for chi. Chi is I call it the Hmong or Chinese word, okay? But it is also Hmong hatia ya ki ya ki na na. Cancer babies, if you get to the halt and you just stop there and you don't do anything, you don't go within, you don't take some time to meditate, you don't take some time to have solitude. And I'm talking about like, an hour's time of your day or of your week. That's all it takes, Cancer. And I'm going to be straight up front with you. Compassion is what you need right now. And that's the very first thing that came out for you, Cancer. Here is a spirit message for the Cancer babies, okay? Listen up. Though your gifts are near you, you've been looking, you've been knocking, hoping to get above the wall. This wall is tall. Without persistence, without discipline, this will be a tough road, a tough climb, that is. Come back, step back, maybe even drop down from this wall. And the moment that you are willing, the moment that you have faith, this wall within the ball that you hold will crumble down. That is the spirit message for Cancer babies, and that was the message for Cancer. If you want to call in, go ahead. You don't have to be a Cancer baby. You don't have to be a zodiac sign, okay? The zodiac sign Cancer. The ones that were born between June and July. Come on in and chime in. All right, that was for the Cancer zodiac sign. We're going to move on move on to, and that's what they needed to know right there and then, right now. Okay. Moving on to Leo. Leo. Okay. If you guys have a question, if you guys have needing a divine advice or some divine advice in a situation that maybe you are in right now, maybe you kind of know what you want to do, but you kind of don't, and maybe you're undecided and you need some kind of a divine advice, the number to call is going to be on the screen. It's actually in the description, and it's also inside of the post on Facebook. Go share, like, follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and click on that notification bell. All right. The best thing that you can do for me is you can donate to the channel, support me in that way. You can also go purchase the book, and that's all I ask. All right, my Leo signs. Leo, the Leo sign for the Zodiac reading here. Opening up for Leo. Leo, listen up. Your card is coming up right now. We've got the first card for Leo is Five of Hearts. Five of Hearts. Leo, you've got to know, Leo, that there's no way that you're going to do this alone, Leo. If you are Leo, raise your hand in the chat. How many Leos are watching? How many Leos are watching? Leo. Cancer, you can raise too, because I just did your reading. Leo, come on in and listen to your reading, because you need to know this now. You need to know this now, Leo. There's no way that you are going to do this alone. I know you want to do it alone, my Leos out there. But here we go. I'm going to pull up another card here for Leo. Leo zodiac signs. It is now quiet time. Wow, you're almost in the same boat as Cancer. Wow. But then, of course, your energy seems to be somewhat positive. Okay, somewhat looking forward to a positive way or a positive route that you may take. And you are doing things in silence, yes. But I'll tell you this, Leo, you are not going to do this alone. Okay? You can't do this alone. You're not going to do this without, guess who? Without another person that supports you, that's always supported you, or you're not going to do this without God's help. Of course, my Leos out there, you can get to the point where you want to be very hasty and do things quickly, but I want you to slow down, okay? I also get the Four of Coins for you, Leo. Four of Coins, okay? There's something that you are also bringing to yourself and you don't want to tell anybody about because you're working in silence. You're like tiptoeing to your path, right? Into your path to do the things that you feel like is the thing that is going to get you there. But you don't want to tell anybody right now. But I'll tell you right now that you should tell somebody, right? You should tell somebody. Is this my call? Oh no, this is not the call. Okay. So you should tell somebody, and I want you to start to get that quiet time in and start praying for some help. I know you can do it by yourself, but you got to pray for the help, okay? You got to pray for the help. I'm going to say that at least, 3 times here. Pray for help because you need it and it's going to get you there. It's not that you are weak. Some people think that being weak or praying for help means being weak, but it really doesn't. It just means you need help. It means you need an extra hand. And Leo, I do see that there's some good things coming up for you, such as a small opportunity that you might actually get your foot in the door, or this may also be a task, okay, that you've been working on that you actually will conquer. So Leo, listen up, you will conquer this task, okay? You will conquer the task. And it doesn't mean that it's a full-blown big victory, but it will mean that it's a small step and stepping stone to the next big task that is upon you, okay? So Leo, give yourself some love. You have been and trying to at least 50-50, right? But on a scale of 0 to 10, I know that you're in that crossroad where you're like, should I stop or should I go or should I keep going? And I want you to continue to keep going, Leo, because this thing that you're gathering together, this energy that you're gathering, or any ideas that you're gathering and putting it onto your whiteboard that has been filled for the last 2 months, it needs to start to come to fruition some way, somehow. So you're going to get there, but with a small stepping stone. Now, for some of you, you may get there with a big stepping stone, but that I don't see that fully coming into fruition yet for my Leos, okay? If you have questions, you can call in and talk to me here. So for sure, Leo, I get the moon for you, the moon card. And you are definitely needing that quiet time. There, like lots of people are gonna say things, and you know, there's gonna be a lot of different influences for you, and it's gonna come in and say, hey, you know what? Do it this way. Hey, do it that way, right? And perhaps this way's better than that way, and things like that. But what you need to do is listen in on yourself, okay? Listen in on yourself. Go in deep inside. Take like 20 minutes, Leo, and go and see that victory. I want you to see it in your head so you can manifest that somewhat quicker than you have been. Because you can't do it alone, you need the aid of and the assistance of God Himself. And of course, whatever traits and skills that you have, you can utilize that. No one's stopping you from that, right? You can utilize that. It'll be just fine. But of course, the help of God should never be put to the side. Okay? So remember to go in, stepping in this, using quiet time to be your strength. All right? So that was for my Leo, what they need to know right now. The next one I'm going to be doing is my Virgo. Who's ready for Virgo? Any Virgos out there that's listening? Say I. Virgos out there? How many different zodiac signs do I have listening right now? We've got a Libra. Okay, great. We're going to be getting to you in one of the shows here soon. We got Libra. So if I forget to say, I'm on Mondays and Wednesdays, 3 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you miss the show, you can always come back and rerun it and listen in. All right, so I also have Holy 2329. Virgo, second house, Cancer sign. There we go. So this is going to be for my Virgos. I want you to listen up. I'm going to take a quick break right here and talk about my book a bit before I get into Virgo, the zodiac sign of what you need to know right now and what's going to be happening. So in this, I'm going to put up my QR code for my book, The Universal Laws of Mankind, a memoir and shamanic aspect. This is coming from, of course, myself, a Hmong shaman, but I also have various shamanic knowledge and wisdom through my spiritual teachings from my spiritual teachers. And my spiritual teachers are not physical people. They are of spirit, okay? They are from the Ascended Masters and, of course, whatever and beyond them. I've been doing this since 2011 to helping publicly people of any age, anyone, young and old, any culture. We've also raised and bridged multiple different cultural spiritual guides to many, many people that has come along the way and crossed my path. So I know those of you that are out there, especially the main ones, and then also I'll say the minor groups out there as well. So we've crossed paths with many different kind of multiple spirit guidance to different cultural groups out there. So take a look at the website at www.falithehealing.com. It's on the screen. If you want to learn more on how we can bridge your spirit guides to you through the 11X Enlightenment Program. So the book is out there on Amazon, The Universal Laws of Mankind, a memoir and shamanic aspect. All right. So call in if you want to talk with me for any situation that you may be going through. I know some people may be going through hardships. They're afraid to call and they're afraid that someone's going to know you. But of course, just give me your first name if you call, okay? I may ask for a birth date if you're looking for a reading, but maybe not. Sometimes I don't really need it. It's just, what do you need, right? We have Aquarius, West Loic, Aquarius out here watching. Okay. Spamming hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hearts and stars. Yes, he goes, I know doing content and live like these isn't easy. Keep up with great work. I appreciate you so much, C. Fane. All right. Virgo, here you go. What you need to know right now and what's going to be happening. Virgo, we got the 6 of coins for you. Okay, 6 of coins card. 6 of coins card coming in at you, Virgo. Yes, we know, Virgo, it's going to be a humanistic experience, okay? So I know you've been trying to go at it from maybe even a logical standpoint or something that makes sense standpoint, but you're going to get to go through a humanistic experience now going into the next couple of weeks here. Call upon a medicine woman or a medicine man, something with medicine in healing and high energies. You'll need that whether you get healing from someone physically that is a healer, okay? Whether you are doing it yourself and trying to manifest in or connect with spirit, you need to call upon something with medicine, spiritual medicine, energy medicine right now to up and alleviate sort of like this humanistic pain that you're going through, this humanistic anxiety that you're going through because of all the things that has been happening to us. It is affecting you very specifically and very largely at a high level. So your body, your mind needs to relax. It needs to actually go and start to collecting your coins back, collecting what you threw out to the universe like maybe 6 months ago. It needs to collect it back. I know that you're like, oh yeah, I had to go through a whole retrograde. I had to go through a whole like learning curve, and you are still, but to ease that learning curve, because I always, as myself being Master Shaman PaLiChee, going through my shamanic journey with the pain that I've been through and illnesses like this and like that, stomach pains, headaches like crazy as a child, going through to my adulthood, relationship conflicts, job conflicts. I understand you well. To my Virgo right now, this message that's coming out to you. So call upon medicine, healing medicine, to aid you. It's similar to Leo, where I'm saying call upon God. You're 50 and then God's the other. All right. Maybe God becomes the fool at one point, or you also become the fool person that gets it and gets there. But at the end of the day, that 50-50 split between you and God, you and your soul, is the key. You got to recognize this. If you don't recognize this, then it's not going to truly work for you. It will work, but it's going to be very tough, okay? Hardships and things like that. For example, somebody that I did a reading for, they got in a car crash, get this, by themselves, I think it was like 3 to 4 times within a 2-day span. So what does that mean to you all? When you get in a car accident 3 to 4 times within a 2-day span, you got to know what's going on. Like they often say in slang, you got to know what's up, right? So, medicine woman, Virgo, you got to call upon the medicine woman, whether physical or spiritual. You got to get this medicine to come in through to your body, your heart, your mind, your soul, especially your heart, because your heart feels a bit down. Now, I also want to tell you this, Virgo signs, okay? My Virgos out there. We also get the 7 of Swords. There is, as you go through this whole learning curve that you're trying to do, you're trying to go through, and you're trying to get to this place, I know that there's a project that you've been working on. So you got to get this project out there. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is like your worst enemy right now. So go out there. And also, I'll say procrastination is one of the enemies right now. The other enemy that's going to sneak upon you is going to be your doubts. Doubt through the 7 of Swords comes in and it tries to slam you down. Slam you down like this is like the end of the day for you. Like you can't do anything. Virgo is going to say this type of thing to your mind, like the judgments that are coming in, words of judgments that are coming in. But you've got to get back up and say, nope, not listening. I know what I'm doing and I'm going to get there. I'm going to have a prayer for you, actually, Virgo, to help you through this. I get the receptivity card for you as well, Virgo. Receptivity. You got to be receptive, allowing yourself to receive. Because right now it's like, let me do, and let me make, and let me provide for myself. Let me provide for what I need to do and I need to make. I feel like I'm not a provider, so I'm going to try to provide. But if you keep quiet, collect all your coins back in that bag. Whatever that you spent, whether it's physical money that you spent, whether it's a judgment that you put upon yourself and you spent that time and energy thinking about or analyzing about, I want you to come back to ground zero of spirituality, and take that moment to receive. Because what you have done is now time for you to start receiving. Some people might say, oh, maybe it's too early to receive, Master PaLiChee, because I'm still in the middle of my project. But I'm telling you to just open up your palms and say, I receive. That's how your abundance will flow in within the next 2 weeks to a month here. Now we're going to continue doing Virgos and, your readings for you and what you need to know. But right now is what you need to know. And this is it, right? Are you going to receive in what you need to receive in your abundance right now? And this abundance might actually be in the form of someone alleviating the sort of like this, I see the word crisis inside of you that's going on. And you may have been ignoring it for the longest time, Virgo. Maybe a few months here, right? But you need to come back. And you need to come back and ask for healing to have you move into the right direction that you've been going, but you may have doubts about that. And if you don't, that's great. If you're a Virgo and you don't have doubts about it, and you're like, I don't have doubts, Master PaLiChee, you're totally wrong. But trust me, if there's a stagnation there, there is a doubt there. Guaranteed. Guaranteed 100%. Okay? So, you can call in and challenge me on that. All right. So there's my zodiac sign readings for all of you. I'm going to take a moment to just take a deep breath for myself. All right. Let me know how I'm doing. If you are a Cancer, if you are a Leo, if you are a Virgo, and you heard this today and it makes some sense to you, okay, because I'm speaking to a wide audience, right? If it makes some sense to you in any way, shape, or form, pay it forward. All you got to do is go purchase my book, or you can do a donation, or you can say, I'm sharing this, whatever you can do. It's free to share, it's free to subscribe, it's free to hit that notification bell. If you could just do me that quick favor, right? And let me know how I'm doing. I wanted to, for those of you that are listening and you haven't liked or haven't subscribed, or you're new to the channel and you're like, I don't know if I really like this show, or maybe this is kind of cool, and she's throwing out free readings and things like that, just come on in and chime in on the chat bar if you don't want to call in. If you want a reading, if you want a one card pull. But really, this show is for you to call in and talk to me. This is a safe place. We're not going to judge you, but I am going to give you the no fluff reading, right? The full blown reading, whatever you need to hear. Just like for my Cancer, Leo, and Virgo signs out there. You know who you are. You know you've been listening. You may be hiding behind the screen for whatever reason. Maybe you're at work. Whatever reason that may be, don't tell me, right? I'm here to help you. Tell God, right? Let the universe know that you need help. If you don't want to come on here and talk, let the universe know that you are on because you're interested. Maybe you want to shadow Master PaLiChee and do kind of what she does. Okay, I know, I hear you because I've seen it, I've heard it, it's out there. I understand. I've been out since 2009 on YouTube. I understand, right? I understand. And it's not limited because you're supposed to be unlimiting your mindset. Be the most unique person that you can be. This is a word of advice, divine advice. At the same time, it's also a word of experience from myself. If you are on a spiritual journey and you're looking for ways to kind of like put yourself out there, or be courageous, right? Have courage, be brave about it, and maybe just talk a little bit about your journey. Go ahead and do it. No one's going to say, oh my gosh, look at that person. And if they do, then does it matter to you? Because at the end of the day, at the end of times, of your time, you will come back to say, you know what? I heard Master PaLiChee said this, and I should just do it. I heard Master PaLiChee say that, and I did it, right? Because I've been saying it since 2009, when I was very more younger at my spiritual journey. But at that time, I was already Master Shaman PaLiChee when I came on to YouTube and doing soul cleansing retreats. How many of you would like a soul cleansing retreat in person or virtual with the rays of hearts and stars, or say, yes, I would like to see you at a retreat, right? The other day, and call in if you would like something, a reading, or just want to talk about something. Maybe you don't believe in readings and you just want to talk about something. Well, I'm here to give you divine advice. Okay. Wes Loic says soul cleansing retreat would be a good thing. It will be very refreshing in person. Now, online and virtually is great as well. It works just the same. But if in person, you just get like an extra boost. I'll say this. But it still works in and of the same. Okay. So those of you that are on the verge or on the bench about calling, do it now. We have about 12 minutes for you to call in and talk with me about anything that you want to talk about. If you didn't want to talk about this thing to your friend, your family members, because they're going to judge you, because they know you as someone else, right? but they don't know you as this person that maybe you've been just really trying to hold on to. There's like a void inside of yourself. I encourage you to call in and talk because we can pan it out here, right? That's why it's called Dear Master Shaman PaLiChee Show. And I'm going to speak to my Hmong community. Nó của Master PaLiChee nó nó của sai phái đồ nè giờ nè chỉ tàu mù tàu tệ đó cú hay để like ya là ya để mù nhảy lúc chứ là ya mù subscribe cho cú li channel nhớ cho YouTube nè chỉ tàu mù bỏ cho cú mù chơi phớ cho cú nè mù chơi lúc xí hở nọ cú mù ít phong tàu cú tàu show nè mà li mù nhảy nhớ cho họ Amazon.com phong tàu nữa nè biết cho cú lúc neng thổ pi một trò thầu lúc xí hở của sau tệ tía của phong tàu nữa trâu sông ta nó phong tàu nữa nữ biết cho cái tía của sở nâng đi chả vì đi chả của họ sở nâng sở dài do của sự xã ó là do họ tiền nâng dài lọ thơ nâng dài lọ cỏ lo hai tía ít tu tin nâng chỉ xã ó nâng kia tuần tờ thế liệu tàu ó chỉ do của nó mò khó nói cú yên morning mua cái morning mà chưa thì cú là tàu là hai thì cú mò xí ạ mò là gì mò cho họ luôn cho chăn cho chế nhưng tôi ý chí ở chí bé chí thế thì mà sợ cho cái lò mù chen bé một trâu xa nu ạ mà sợ cho cái lò chỉ cho cái morning nó ya ít cho cái bé cho mình nhiều mong tại sao nó lỡ chỉ bao ta hai thì yếu cho phơ thì yuan tranh lăng từ là do thì yếu odi trả yếu theo lý tranh năng là theo lý rong cho cái món năng tôn trao của thả cú do Master PaLiChee khi lúc họ trong đó nè tôi thả giờ do tê giả nè họ bỏ thì cú ô chỉ rong là gì mình tôi thả cú khi họ trong đó nè do thì nè họ xả thì do xả sai phai sai dài là gì mình tôi thả sầu lúc sau tung chùa nó tụ sáu tông nên nó nhớ cho họ có description nhở giờ xa cho bé bé ý chua gì bé xa giờ tụ sáu tông the number to call in is in the description and on the post. I wanted to talk quickly if there's nobody calling right now you can call in anytime, lines open. But I wanted to talk about just the other day, okay? I live in Minnesota, if you don't know yet, in the great state of Minnesota, right? And I went to the Hmong Freedom Festival at Como Park. And it's not strange to me, but the thing that popped up again, and I totally forgot about this like years ago, and as I passed by the gates going into the Como Park area, there's a section, okay? There's a section in Como Park area, and it's bushy and it's kind of a little bit of foresty area that you got to kind of walk through the way. And at the intersection, when I was coming back home, I was waiting for my husband. He went to the restroom and things like that. I was there with my family, just waiting at the intersection of that way as I was going to go back up that way. And, kind of a little scary story. If you guys are into scary story, then listen up. If you're not, then of course you can tune out. But the thing is that as I was standing there on the intersection and I was on the left side, right? So I felt like the need to cross and go to the right side of that intersection. So as I went to the right side of the intersection, I heard a voice. And I heard a voice that said, it was like a screaming voice, and then it said, help, help, right? I was like, why does this sound so familiar? Why does this sound so familiar? I feel like I heard this before. And at that intersection of Como Park at Hmong Freedom Festival just this past weekend, this literally happened, right? And the voice, it was just around me, right? And it yelled like it was needing help, like something was happening to this person, right? This spirit. And it said, help, help. And I said, and in my head, I said, what do you need help with? What's going on? Why do you need help? And then all of a sudden the vision came to me that someone was brutally
almost like beat and shot in and around that intersection, in and around the intersection that I was standing at. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then I was like, can I tune out now? And of course I can't. And so it came through, and I said, please, and I just did a prayer for the spirit and wish it well. And I remember that years ago, I was passing that intersection because I hardly go to the Hmong Freedom Festival. I don't go every year. So years ago, I remember I went to that intersection. I stood there at the same intersection, and I heard the same cry. But before that cry, like back then, when I heard it, it didn't say help. It was just like cries, okay? And then I saw the vision. I was like, okay, I gotta go away from this intersection because now I'm gonna have to do some work that I don't want to do. And I was trying to stay away from that kind of work, like murder mysteries to, things like that. Lo and behold, this last Sunday, I went and crossed the intersection again, stood there, and I totally forgot about that incident. And then again, I heard that cry, and I said, okay, second time, I'm going to deal with it. Regardless if it's behind closed doors, nobody knows about this spirit that has died here, brutally shot and killed in this intersection. I'm going to go and do what I can. So I went and said, did a prayer and said, you've got to, this is not where you need to be anymore. You got to go. And I did do a prayer and a clearing for that intersection. Um, and as we speak, I can still hear this voice, but they're thanking me now. So very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, scary story. That is scary. That is scary, especially to see, you know, Pachi Yang 7039 says that's scary. Yes, it was very scary to hear that so loud in my head as I was just waiting there at the intersection, at the bushy intersection, right? And I'm just awed that I heard it again. So I knew right at that moment that I'm called to do this work uh, for that specific place and time. And as I talk about this, that person, it feels like it was a male person. So it felt like it was like in their 20s when they got brutally beat and shot in the intersection. So loud voices that came in my head. But right now, take a deep breath with me, everybody, as you hear this story, as I talk about it. Right at this moment, I'm hearing, thank you so much, Master PaLiChee, for what you've done for me. That brings tears to my eyes. How can people do this? I'll say that crime has got to stop. Souls got to go where they need to go. And that's why, that's why I'm here. Because I got to make a say for the souls that are innocent, that's been bullied, that's been hiding, that got hijacked due to illnesses or false illnesses or pseudo effects that makes us fear as human beings on earth. Will you, if you have a gift, will you come out of your closet and start to rise? Because that's the future. Realistically, all of you, that's the future. And I'm for real here. Lots of people are jealous, they're envious, they have all these, devious and sneaky emotions towards, oh, well, you're rising, oh, you're rising, oh, you're going to be a shaman, oh, you're going to be a healer. Well, I don't want so many healers. The point is, and listen up. The point is, it's not about competition. The point is, are we going to rise together as a collective to wake ourselves up, to know that what we're eating isn't good for us, to know that where we're living may not be great for us? I'm not talking about any specific neighborhood or place in the world. To know that our families may be dysfunctional, right? If you have a dysfunctional family, you're going to have to admit it sooner or later, because you're going to go through it and you're going to hate it. That's just the truth. And the question is, what are you doing about it? What are you really doing? If you're going to hide away and you're not going to make a say about what's right, at least in your eyes, right? And if it's not right, then make a say still and see what the other person has to say. Because what's right in your eyes may not be right in their eyes. But there's also a ground that both has to come to. And this is why I work with family conflicts as well. When I go through spiritual readings or shamanic soul readings, I'm also counseling, coaching. Go do this with your family. Go do that. This is the proper way. Now have etiquette. Were you raised with etiquette? If you weren't, then listen up. Because there is a middle ground etiquette. Not saying your etiquette is correct or my etiquette is better or right. There's a ground etiquette. That's why I wrote the book, right? The universal laws of mankind. Why? Because there's a middle ground etiquette, middle ground laws that you and I can argue all day long and we will still not be correct. But one of us is going to be more closer to the laws of the universe that was made for mankind. These laws that were just built and they're in the air. They're in whatever we do. It was made for us to keep us in line of our soul, our body, our health and wellness, to keep us in line. And if we don't follow these laws and we don't have discipline to them, because these laws really are within us, we know them. It's coded within the soul, if you didn't know that yet. It's coded within you, the laws of the universe. And you will play by that book, by your soul's book, only 50% of the time, because your free will is so childish for some of you. Your free will may be so in denial because they want to do this, they want to do that. They see other people being influenced to doing certain things, and then they're drawn to doing it. At the same time, if you haven't heard me say it, I'll say it again, that there's also devious energy waves, radioactive waves that are coming through to sway you in doing things that your soul knows is not correct for you. Your soul knows it's not correct for you. So why do you continue to doing it? Get out of your habits, right? At this point in time, if you're listening, you have to understand that you are the one that gets to make that decision, whether you live or whether you die. We talked about this Monday. When does a person leave? Leaving as in their body, leaving as in earth. When do they leave, right? We talked about this. If you haven't heard it, go back and rewind and listen to that talk. Everyone on this planet right now needs healing. And like I said, to Cancer, Leo, and Virgo today, there's something in common between the three of them, right? These zodiac signs and their reading is you can't do it alone. You must ask for help. You must ask God. You must ask the universe. Asking for help does not mean you're weak. Asking for help does not mean you're weak. I'll say this 100 times and it will be 100 times the same. Whether you're male or female, child, right? Or adult, or even 80 years old or 90. Ask for help. When you know you need it, when you know that there is help out there. Now, if you get the right help, the wrong help, you got to discern, right? Discern who you're going to for help as well. Trust me, I know I've helped people who is on the suicidal path, who has been suicidal. I understand. I may not be the 1-800-suicide line, but I understand, and I've helped them through to not go in that direction. Why? The other day, I saw it literally this week. I don't remember which day it was, Monday or Tuesday. Like yesterday. I think it was Monday. And there was a post that said, if there was one thing that you would tell somebody that's in depression, what would you say? And I said this, I posted it in that group, and I said, if you saw that group, then you saw this. And I said, you are life. You are life. If you have anxiety, if you're overly stressed, if you're going through depression and you're nearly at the edge, just remember one thing why you were brought here into existence on earth. Life brought you here. Life brought you to live. And if you're going to take that away from yourself, that is the least thing that you should even think about. Because you are life. Without you, there is no life. They always say, oh, life goes by, life will go on its own. No, if you're gone, there is no life. Understand that to a deeper meaning. And if you don't understand that, or you don't really get that, that could be a good point for you to go and meditate on. As a Sifu and master shaman, I'm going to tell you this right now, go meditate on that. That could be a good point of subject for you for meditation tonight. My hour, I have about a couple minutes left. If you want to call in and talk about anything that you want to talk to or talk about, call in to Dear Master Shaman PaLiChee Show. I'm going to be on to help you, to get you through whatever it is that you need to get through right now, realistically, okay? No fluff, no script. We are here for real. And if you want to talk about something in a different group or somebody that says something, whatever it is, call in and let's get that straightened out. Let's get that clarified so that you can go and take the next step to where you need to be, right? I often joke around and say, whenever I give things for free, it's like people are like at a hesitation. They're like scared. They're like, is this for real? Right? The very first thing, if you don't know me, it's in my book as well. But go get the book, okay? Just do me a quick favor to help yourself, right? Getting this book will help me too, but it's going to help you, okay? That's the reason why you need to get the book. But if you guys don't know me, the very first thing that I did was give out free readings. Long time ago. Back in 2011. This was when I gave public free readings. Now, when I gave out free readings was when it was 2006 when I first started, because my guides urged me to. And so I ended up doing it. But in 2011 is when I went fully public, and I did readings in person for free. And there was a long line. I think there was like at least 50 people in that line coming up, asking me a question. I gave them a reading, and then it was like next, 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 next. And it was just crazy. And I would give them like a quick, 2-3 minutes of my time, each person in that 50 people that was lined up. And this was, I think we did it every weekend at a park. And I was part of an event, and I did it for free, and I was just willing to because my guides urged me, and then there was a need for help, right? It's a need to spread the help. So we did that. And some thanked me, some just said, oh, okay. And then they just laughed. Whether they denied it or whether it wasn't accurate, I don't know, right? But all I know is that I gave the help that I could. I see, I hear, I feel, I sense, and then I tell you what I saw, what I heard, what they're telling me. So that's how it went about, and I continue to do those. On my freeing Fridays, I throw out these free 1-card pulls or 3-card pulls for a donation. But I'll say this. At the end of the day, you are life. At the end of the day, you need help. You ask for help. Don't just hide away and think that nobody wants to help you through the mind that judges. Come back to yourself. Ask yourself, why did you exist? Even for those of you, even if you were born and you got abused and your mother and father never loved you, that you say, right? From your perspective, your mom and dad never loved you. And that you were just an accident baby. I've done readings like this before. So I know there are some out there that's like this, that feels this way. Still understand, and I'm going to say it again, you are life. Without you, there is no life. Understand this. I'll see you guys on Monday, coming up next week. Warmest blessings from Master Shaman PaLiChee with PaLiChee Healing. And do me a quick favor, because it's free. Go like, subscribe, give me hearts and stars if you're on Facebook, and go share this to someone that may need it today. Even if you think they don't need it or they are not open to this, because I'm a shaman. Some people may be Christian, maybe Catholic, maybe Jewish. Trust me, I've looked into all of them, as in I did spiritual diagnosis for all of those cultures already. I understand, even believing in Allah. It doesn't matter what culture you're in, Native American to Celtic to we call it the old Druids, right? Whatever they may be, whatever your roots are, in the North, you are welcomed here.
with Master Shaman PaLiChee. Warmest blessings, and talk soon. Bye-bye.